President Peterson, administrators, fellow faculty members in the class of 2016 Georgia Tech, graduates, family and friends. Thank you for the invitation.
It is a great honor to be able to speak to you today. I apologize that my remarks are pre-recorded. I have been diagnosed with ALS, a progressive neuromuscular disease that gradually weakens my muscles and makes my voice unreliable. Even though I planned to be sitting on the stage as these words are being played, I could not count on my voice to be able to deliver the speech in real time. I believe I'm supposed to offer advice to the young men and women who entered these premises as students and will exit them as Georgia Tech alumni. My advice to you is this: follow your passion, value your education, work hard, don't give up in the face of hardship, and have fun. Let me share my life story with you to highlight how these pieces of advice have served me well. I grew up behind the Iron Curtain in what used to be communist Czechoslovakia, a country that Johnny Cash described as a prison for 15 million. Travel and other personal freedoms were severely restricted, and access to modern technology was scarce. I knew since about 8th grade that I wanted to be a mathematician. There was something inherently beautiful about the subject. There could be no doubt about a theorem once it was proven, and no special equipment was needed to do that. But there was a catch. There were no research grants in communist Czechoslovakia, and being a pure mathematician was akin to a sentence of lifetime of poverty. But I persevered, followed my passion, and eventually got my Georgia Tech job that allowed me to lead a happy, upper-middle-class life. In the process, I got lucky. When I was a freshman in college, I met a fantastic advisor. His name is Jarek Nesatril, and I owe much of my success to him. He solidified my interest in pure mathematics and taught me how to write papers and how to be a research mathematician. It was his influence and my hard work that got me an invitation to come to the United States to work with Neil Robertson and Paul Seymour, two leading researchers in my area. I arrived in the United States in February 1988 with one suitcase and $110 in my pocket. That was all I was allowed to take with me. In fact, it was something short of a miracle that I was allowed to leave the then communist Czechoslovakia at all. An exit visa was required to travel outside the communist bloc, and mine apparently had to be approved by the Central Committee of the Communist Party. So I did not have much in terms of possessions or cash, but I did have something even more valuable, and that was my education. It was my education and subsequent hard work that landed me my current job, one that I have held since 1989. When I came to Georgia Tech, there was not much activity in my area to speak of, but that has changed over the years. When I came, we started designing a new multidisciplinary Ph.D. program in algorithms, combinatorics, and optimization, ACO for short. The ACO program was officially approved in 1991, and since then has developed a substantial reputation. All three components of the program are ranked in the top 10 of their respective disciplines, but the program as a whole is stronger than the union of its components. New faculty joined, and Georgia Tech is now an exciting place to work for someone in my area. I've been fortunate to work with some very smart students. I have graduated 16 Ph.D. students who went on to take up prestigious positions in academia and industry. Thus, I have tried to give back to the community what I have gotten at the beginning of my career. When I got my ALS diagnosis, I was initially very upset that I could no longer play soccer. But I soon realized that there are bigger issues in life and learned to be content with what I got. ALS is a relentlessly progressive disease for which there is no cure. It gradually robs me of the use of my limbs and my breathing muscles. Right now, I am totally dependent on my wheelchair, a ventilator, and I need the help of an attendant 24/7. But I have not given up. I am still working full-time, teaching a class, advising students, and serving as director of the ACO program. And I am trying to enjoy life as much as I can. I can do that thanks to the support of my wife Sigrun and my children, Misha, Clara, and Martin. Thank you for all that you do for me. So, that is my life story. And what I would like you to learn from it is, follow your passion, like I followed my passion for mathematics. Value your education, for that was the only thing I had when I came to the United States. Work hard, because I got rewarded for my hard work. Don't give up in the face of hardship, like I didn't when faced with my diagnosis, and have fun, like I did throughout my life. To conclude, let me quote 3 famous people. My first quote is by Steve Jobs about passion. The only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work, and the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking and don't settle. As with all matters of the heart, you'll know when you find it. And like any great relationship, it just gets better and better as the years roll on. So keep looking. Don't settle. My second quote is by Nelson Mandela on education. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. And the third and final quote is by Albert Einstein about hard work. Genius is 1% talent and 99% hard work. Thank you again for the opportunity to speak to you today. It was a great honor for me. Good luck to the class of 2016 Georgia Tech graduates. Keep looking. Don't settle. Use your education to change the world. And remember, genius is 1% talent and 99% hard work.
Hard work. Good luck to you. And go Jacket.